Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Speakeasy. It is Sunday. There was football played today. And I am the man standing behind the bar, Carebear Kieran. A very sad fan today as my Cowboys got throttled. But we'll get to that a little bit later. First, I have to introduce you to the rest of the gentlemen here in the Speakeasy. First and foremost, the creator of this show, wearing a jacket more expensive than everything that I own and some glasses that are not prescription.
This can't be true because I know what I pay you.
Nah.
So if this jacket is more expensive than everything you own, that's
it's
a you
nice
problem
jacket.
now.
It says more about the jacket. It says more about the jacket. Emmanuel Acho in the building. How we doing today, man?
No, it's going to be a great day.
Yeah.
This might be the most jam-packed Sunday show we have. Going to be a great day. Y'all tell your people to tune in. It's about to go up.
And on the other side of the Speakeasy, and by other side, I mean sitting right next to him, is probably one of the best running backs that I ever watched growing up as a child. 2-5.
5.
2 live.
2.
The shiftiest.
Live.
Unfortunately, a Philadelphia Eagle would have looked so much better with the star in his helmet.
He in the building.
LaShawn Shady McCoy in the building. How we doing today?
I wonder, are you going to act and talk like this the whole time when we talk about the Cowboys?
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I got to eat some crow and I got to give some teams some credit here today. But before we get to all of that, we have a return of someone very special in the Speakeasy. He's back.
Welcome back.
After leaving us, getting married, Social Trey is back in the building. Social Trey. Hey, can we get a round of applause?
Congratulations.
Round of applause. Social Trey.
He's back.
I'm back, man, and
Social
it's been great.
Trey.
I missed y'all boys, man.
Did you cry though?
Oh, I cried. Nah, but it was like a thug cry. It was like a
It was a. Oh, okay.
like you know what I mean? Chin quiver, like.
Oh, okay.
And like 2 thug tears dropped down.
Okay.
I wasn't
No squinting or anything like
Nah.
that. The tears just rolled
Enough
down.
to let her know you love her for real.
I mean,
Why you keep saying thug though when he crying? Like everything's like
Because
thug.
thug tears are different than,
thug
regular
tears are different
tears.
than,
Like you got crocodile
I
tears, you got thug
I never
tears.
see a thug cry.
He just did.
That's what I'm saying.
When the recap done.
I never see other thug cry.
Okay, that's fair.
You gotta get married, man. That's what it is. You're gonna have the thug tears coming down there.
Carebear, what's on the menu for today,
Look,
G?
we have a lot to talk about today. A lot. Some that I do want to talk about, some that I absolutely don't want to talk about. But starting off with the Sunday night football game, Aaron Rodgers facing the team that he created his Hall of Fame legacy with as he fell short up against the Green Bay Packers. 35-25 was the final score in this one. It was a game.
Yeah.
Packers came alive, looked like the team that we all expected them to be. Did they make a statement here tonight?
I got to admit it. Packers made a gigantic statement tonight. Here's what we know. The Packers have the best record in the NFC, but how legitimate is that record, right? We were wondering. They'd played 3 bad games in a row, including tying the Dallas Cowboys, giving up 40 points versus the Dallas Cowboys about a month ago now. But since then, they've been building. And I would suggest it kind of crescendoed tonight. Aaron Rodgers had so much to prove tonight, and the Packers did a good job not just forcing turnovers on him, but trying to force turnovers throughout the duration of the game. Packers took it to him physically. Packers took it to him strategically. Christian Watson coming back was a gigantic addition. 85 yards for him, plus Tucker Kraft. He got busy. So this really looked to me like the first more complete game I've seen the Packers play.
I would say that.
A huge statement for the Packers, because I would have said prior to today, Shady, that their record was better than their play. Yeah. Right? Going into this game, the best team in the NFC by record. Wait, what the hell? That don't even make sense. These Packers? But this game, beating the Steelers very handily, if you even kind of disregard that last Steelers touchdown, the Packers finally looked like one of, if not the best team in the NFC. We'll talk about the Philadelphia Eagles momentarily, but the Packers looked good. Focusing on the Packers right now, 2-5, they look good.
Yeah, but it's starting to be more of this thing with the Packers, and I don't want to dim any light on the Packers because they did win this game, right?
Here we go.
But even from last year, I was like, okay, you guys beat the teams you're supposed to beat, but what about the good teams that we think you might can beat, or it might be even matchup? They lose to them. And like I'm not even big on the Steelers. Like if you really watch the game, Aaron Rodgers is a 40-year-old quarterback. He was playing well, but like he's I don't want to say he's scared, but he hates the pressure. And he's getting the ball out so quick, no plays even developing. And then you look on the other side of the ball, right, where they ran the ball well for the most part. They took some play action, threw the ball deep a little bit, but I'm just not super confident about the Green Bay Packers. I'm really not.
Still.
I'm not, man. This win is not big for me. I've been watching them over the last couple of years, and then Micah's there. I think Micah covers up a lot of flaws they might have.
True.
So he got to the quarterback.
Yep.
All I'm saying is, I need to see them do this against some dogs. I don't think the Steelers are a really good team. I really don't.
I don't disagree with you, but here is why this is a very big win for me. Number one, it's on the road. Number two, it's a huge revenge game for Aaron Rodgers, quarterbacking the Steelers team. And number three, there just aren't that many elite teams in the National Football League. And so at the point in which you're beating a 4-2 team, a 4-2 Steelers team that desperately needs a win, because if I'm not mistaken, their last game, they got embarrassed by the Cincinnati Bengals. So you know the Steelers are upset. The Steelers are coming off a 10 days rest because last time they played on a Thursday. The Steelers with Aaron Rodgers got a ton to prove. And the Packers said, hey, I see all of that, and we still gonna give you this dub. Josh Jacobs didn't get busy. That's fine. We still gonna give you this dub. First round pick Matthew Golden didn't get busy. That's fine. We still gonna give you this dub. Jordan Love, I think over 350 passing yards and 3 touchdowns through the air. Like, we still gonna give you this dub. So, Shady, because there just aren't that many great NFL teams this year, beating a 4-2 Steelers team Sunday night, everything to play for, I'm gonna tip my hat.
The thing with the Packers is maybe it's more of this. They got so much talent on both sides of the ball, and they have a really good coach. I expect more from them. I expect them to go out there and win games like this because I don't think the Steelers are that good. But if you look at their record, can we go to their schedule, please?
Yeah, I got you.
The only good team they beat so far is the Lions, and that was
week one.
That was week one, the first game without Ben Johnson,
Yeah.
right? And the offense looked totally different than it does now.
Yeah.
And I'm not impressed. Washington Commanders, right? You see what they look like. A lot of injuries over there.
Yeah.
They lose to the Browns. I don't know how the hell that happens. Okay. Then you tie with the Cowboys.
Sure.
The Cowboys is a bad team.
But let me, can I check you? Can I check him?
Before you check me,
Go ahead.
Okay, you beat the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep.
I mean, nobody's here is happy about that. Cardinals?
Yeah.
All I'm telling you is, when you look at these dudes, we've been here before. Last year, I was so hype on them.
Yeah.
Because they got all this
Rightfully
talent.
so. I get it.
And then you say, hold up, when y'all play good teams, y'all don't fight the same.
Yeah.
When you fight other bullies, you don't fight the same.
Okay.
When you fight them small guys, you doink them in the head, you bumping them, you know what I mean? You talk about their mama. Come on, let's be honest.
Okay, let me be honest then. No team has fewer losses than the Packers in all of the National Football League. So to Shady's point, is mediocre or mundane as the Packers have been playing, no team has less losses than the Green Bay Packers. The Colts have the same amount of losses as the Packers, but Shady, though the Packers haven't looked great all season outside of, I would suggest, this game and maybe the Detroit Lions game, they haven't lost. They got that one loss, like to the Cleveland Browns. Everybody this year got one inexplicable and unexplainable loss. Eagles just beat the hell out of the Giants. They lost to the Giants, right? The Chiefs have dominated the last 2 to 3 weeks, but the Chiefs lost to the Chargers. Everybody got one inextricable loss. So do the Packers. But if the Packers are sitting at 5-1-1, no team has lost less games than them, and they just beat down the Steelers, it's like, you are right. I can't even disagree with you. Like, you're right. The Packers haven't looked great all season, but they're winning better than everybody else.
Last point, and let me if I could convince you.
Please.
So last year when we seen the Packers, they were playing a little better than they are right now.
Yeah.
But you still felt okay. Because when they play the good teams, they don't win.
They're exactly right. That's exactly
Great record, though.
Yes, sir.
Great record. But when you play a good team, you don't win. You fast forward. This year, they winning games. I don't know if I got them beating the top team. That's just me. We're going to find out.
I mean, the reason you can't disagree, because Shady's right, I think last year the Packers were 1-5 versus teams with like 10 wins or more. They lost to the Lions. They lost to the Eagles. I think they split with the Vikings,
they
if I'm
lost
not
to the
mistaken.
Lions back to back.
Yeah, like
crazy.
Shady's right on all that. Where I'm saying is this year, those great NFC teams, I think they've come down a little bit. I don't think the Eagles are as good this year they are last year. We'll talk about the Eagles here in about 5 minutes. I don't think that the Minnesota Vikings are as good this year as they were last year. I don't think the Los Angeles Rams have gotten better. I think they're just as good this year as they were last year.
I respect that win. I respect beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
If you beat the Lions again.
Yeah.
And if you beat the who'd you say?
The Rams.
And the Rams.
Yeah.
Those are some real wins right
That's
there.
fair. That's fair.
No, we do have some super chats. They getting active in here.
They
I'm
get-
letting
already?
you know right now. Look, Adam Smith said a $10 super chat. He said, "My Packers are a dangerous team. We young. Jordan Love playing great football, and we still good. We still got Jaden Reed coming back with Lloyd. He also dropped another $10 super chat.
What'd he say?
Shady. He said, "Shady, stop hating on my Packers, bro. We beat the Lions, who everyone think is great, and we just spanked the Steelers. We're gonna beat your Eagles too. So stop hating."
You won't find out.
Okay,
November 10th.
Okay.
Because
We
last
also-
year did the same thing last year now.
Yeah, I'm saying we're gonna find out in a couple of weeks. But we also got some more super chats. BeastGuard24 sent a $20 super chat. He said, "Shout out to 5." We'll get to the Eagles stuff a little bit later. We'll get to the Eagles stuff a little bit later. I know y'all excited to talk about the damn Eagles, but we'll get to them.
But the brother paid for super check.
No, I'll read it when we get to it. Trey got it saved. We're going to read it when we get to it. I want to talk about the Eagles right now. Sorry, my fault. We also got another super chat from Marlon Chevelle, $20 super chat. He said, "What did I say would happen when Watson came back? This offense is about to cook." Also, Wyatt being bad in the trenches. What you got? Being bad in the trenches. D turned up. Congrats on marriage. I got married this year too. Turn me up. Speakeasy. He's talking to you, Trey. Congratulations on that marriage, man.
I appreciate that, man.
That's cool,
Marlon,
man.
shout out, man. That's I told y'all that we used to work together. Best Buy. Shout out my dog
That's
Marlon.
fine. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You ever? Well,
No, we didn't.
no.
Stay on task, Carebear.
Shady
Stay on task.
Shady trying to
Stay
get
on
me caught up
task.
in
On
some
the other
shit.
side, on the other side, we had Aaron Rodgers kind of have a good performance for a 41-year-old in the National Football League. And it
Today?
seems like, it wasn't a bad performance. It wasn't a bad performance. But how do you think they should feel about this loss, given the fact that, they had a commanding lead in the division right now, and the Ravens get a win back, and they're going to get Lamar back next week. How do you feel about the Steelers right now?
Steelers should feel sick, starting with Aaron Rodgers. Number one, Shady knows this best. Every player lives for revenge. Every single player in the history of athletics lives for revenge. Shady can tell you when the Buffalo Bills, I believe, were playing Chip Kelly's San Francisco 49ers. Shady said, I know I'm about to go get revenge on Chip Kelly. Shady had like a $156 and 3 total tugs. Go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Players live for revenge. Aaron Rodgers could have become the 5th player, I think, in the history of the NFL to beat all 32 NFL teams, along with the likes of Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, amongst others. Aaron Rodgers won't get to do that no more. Not only will Rodgers not get to do that no more, the Steelers are starting to spiral. 2 weeks ago, they had this division in control firmly. I think they were sitting at 4-1. Everything was great.
Yeah.
Since then, you've lost to the Cincinnati Bengals. Since then, you've lost to the Green Bay Packers. Now the Baltimore Ravens have got a dub. The Bengals, they got a dub over you 2 weeks ago, albeit they lost today. Now all of a sudden, you in murky water again.
Doesn't get any easier either. They got the Colts and the Chargers coming up next 2 games.
Yeah, so for me, Rodgers has to feel sick because players are spiteful. They're incredibly spiteful. I'll let Shady tell his own story, but players live for revenge. Rodgers didn't get to get it.
yeah. You know what? He did say something that he's not really worried about it as far as being like a rivalry game or a revenge game, but I would call that bull crap because we got feelings, we human, right? And ball players, we are sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, you think I can't do it no more, and you want to move on? But then again, he had so much time to get over it with the Jordan Love stuff. Yeah. So I don't know, but I won't talk about the game. I don't know how he should feel emotionally. He cried, didn't cry.
Did you think he looked good?
Did he have gangster tears or whatever he said? I don't know about that.
Thug tears. Thug tears.
But he played okay to me.
Yeah.
Right? He had happy feet. He tried to get out the pocket a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I think some of that's his age, right? Can't get out of, traffic and pressure. And, I don't think he's confident in the offensive line. And you can't play quarterback if you're not confident in your offensive line. You 40 years old trying to get out the pocket? For what? Stay in the pocket, deliver the ball. Some of the times, the pocket collapsed. But some of the times, there was a pocket for you to throw the ball. And I think he's so worried about getting hit. It's like, yo, let me get the ball out. Yeah. He was throwing the ball like 3-4 seconds. Yeah. I think I seen 2 guys get injured because they're catching the ball and they're getting hit. Mm-hmm. You can't win like that.
Can the Steelers...
Can't win like that.
Do you still think the Steelers can go far?
I don't.
Dang.
Where at? If a team got a solid pass rush, he plays different.
Yeah.
I'm being honest.
Yeah.
If you watch anybody that knows football and you watching the Steelers game and you watching Aaron Rodgers, he's not playing bad. He's playing good.
Yeah.
He's solid.
But he's not playing great.
But he's not playing great.
Yeah.
And it's the small things. You stay in the pocket a little longer. You getting the ball out so quick because he don't want to get touched.
Yeah.
This is football. They're going to get there.
You won a Super Bowl with a 41-year-old Tom Brady, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's a little different.
Aaron Rodgers is 41. Tom Brady, he wasn't necessarily trying to get hit either. Was it that y'all had a better offensive line? Was it that y'all had a better team? Was it that Tom Brady, you think, just got the ball out quicker? Y'all had Antonio Brown. Y'all had Rob Gronkowski. Y'all had Mike Evans. Y'all had Chris Godwin. Y'all had guys.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference? Obviously, they're different players.
I think Tom's is a lot better.
Dang.
I truly believe that.
No more, no less.
That's it. I'm gonna win at New England. Okay, where I'm going next? Tampa. Okay, I'm gonna win there too. He's his best. Smart, knows where goes the ball. Puts us in always a good play to win. You know what I'm saying? We'd never have a bad play with him, right? But I just think they're just different. And the other thing is, he's easier to play with. I didn't play with Aaron, so I can't speak on that. I've seen a lot of players that have, and you rarely hear somebody say anything bad about Tom Brady that played with him.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Oh, all right. Moving forward. It's time we talk about the team that everyone believes to be the best in the NFC, including Carebear Kieran, fly Eagles fly. They look.
He did it.
I did it. I finally did it. They look absolutely amazing. Acho, you did put out an absolutely disgusting tweet today, though. You said, "I hope you realize Jalen Hurts is having an MVP season. 20 total touchdowns and just 1 interception. The Eagles
MVP?
utterly dominate the Giants in a rematch of a game that they smoked earlier. They defeat them 38-20. Saquon Barkley got active for the first time." Fellas,
Shady shaking his head like I did something wrong.
This tweet is crazy. Is Jalen Hurts an MVP contender?
It is crazy. See, this is my thing though. Like, it's like Jalen Hurts is either we gotta like put him way up here or throw him on the ground. And I'm like, why? Let's just let him live. He's right. He's at where he needs to be at. He's winning football games. He's playing well. I can't put him in MVP. He ain't been an MVP this year, right? But we don't need him to be an MVP.
True.
He's winning football games. And the Eagles, we find ways to win. One thing Saquon said, I loved it. He said, it's funny how people that don't win at the highest level is critiquing how to win. Think about that. How are you trying to critique the Eagles how to win? We are the defending champs. How you know what winning looks like? You know what I mean? Like how are you telling a winner how to win?
Yeah.
Yo. So no, I would have him in an MVP. Nah, not conversation, but he's having a great year. We're playing well. We winning games. We're number 1 in the NFC East, right?
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Nah, I mean, he's been really, really solid this year. But MVP conversation.
Now, hold on.
What
I got to pause, y'all. And then obviously Shady knows best, Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Famer. But Jalen Hurts has to be in the MVP conversation because I'm watching a game today. I'm thinking to myself, wait a second. In the midst of all the wide receiver distractions, and sometimes disregard the distractions, in the midst of the absence of A.J. Brown, you go out there and you get 4 touchdowns versus a New York Giants team that's incredibly hungry, that's incredibly ticked off, and that's just coming off of a loss versus the Denver Broncos and has probably the best overall pass rush in the National Football League. You ain't got A.J. Brown. So you go out there and you do it with Smitty, Jahan Dotson, and Dallas Goedert. You're finally starting to get active. The week before, you go out there and you get 3 touchdowns with no interceptions. Now, all of a sudden, Jalen Hurts has 15 passing touchdowns. These are not tush-push touchdowns, people. 15 passing touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns to just one interception. These are MVP-type numbers. I don't know if anybody in football, you'll have to go fact-check me, I don't know if anybody in football has more total touchdowns than Jalen Hurts when you include the passing and the rushing. This is not one of those years where Jalen Hurts has 17 rushing touchdowns and 23 passing touchdowns. That's not what I'm talking about. Finally, Jalen Hurts has 15 passing through 8 weeks, plus 5 rushing. This wasn't a tush-push game nor a tush-push week. He has MVP numbers, and Shady, they do have the second best record in the NFC. That's why, to me, I'm like, you know what, Jalen Hurts, here's my hat. I'm going to tip it to you, MVP.
Yeah. Listen, I respect and love the game, right? And I know I got a lot of green in my heart.
Yes, sir, you do, of course.
But I got to be honest. This is my job, right? That's what you pay me to do, is be honest. And
yes,
I can't, crown and pom-poms for the way that dudes like Drake May's been playing, right? Guys like Baker Mayfield's playing. I can't do that with Jalen Hurts. And I'm not going. So I can't, the same way I'm looking at dudes like Jonathan Taylor, who's carrying and is putting crazy numbers up for his coach team. I can't do that. But
let me ask you this, because here's what we know.
I can't do that.
People, you're harder on your relatives than other people are. Meaning, like, I can talk about my siblings, but let you talk about my siblings, we don't have to fight. Shady, you're probably more critical of Jalen Hurts because you know what it's like to be an incredible Philadelphia Eagle. On the outside in, I'm sitting here saying what Drake May's doing, what Jonathan Taylor's doing, what Matthew Stafford's doing, all of them are doing incredible. But I put up what Jalen Hurts is doing right there with him. Especially when you consider the record, not how it looks all the time.
But they winning too. They winning games too, Acho, and they put numbers up. We can't listen. I'm an Eagle and I love my quarterback, and I'm a rock with my quarterback. I got that Terrell Owens. Yep. That's my quarterback. But I got to be honest, I can't do that.
But bro,
you talking about? Okay, we said Baker Mayfield, we say Drake May, and we said Jonathan Taylor. All them guys, I think, are winning their division. They got winning records, and they put numbers up. I can't be biased like that.
But here's the thing, though. I think if this was 2 weeks ago, Shady, Carebear, y'all, I'd be with you. But Baker Mayfield the last 2 weeks ain't done nothing statistically, in large part because he's lost his receivers. Drake May is still cooking. But Jalen got 15 passing touchdowns. 15 of them things. I think Matthew Stafford might have 17, if I'm not mistaken, leading the league. He's coming off of a bye week. But Jalen Hurts got 15 of them things, plus the 5 rushing. But more importantly, offensive line been banged up all year long.
He got that in one more game than Baker, though, too. Baker's got 7 games. Look, he's playing well. He's playing good. You guys obviously know he's playing good.
The last 2 weeks, all you're gonna say is good.
We're 4 weeks removed from him not having a completion in the second half of a football game. That's not what an MVP does. I'm sorry. He is playing really, really good right now. He found his rhythm. He has 7 touchdowns through the air over the last 2 weeks. The Eagles look like the best team in the NFL again. They've worked up towards that. We can have it be that without, like Shady said, being like Jalen Hurts is top 5, like he's now MVP.
I'm not saying that. I'm not going off of talent exclusively. What I'm going off of, what have you done for me this season, and what have you done for me lately? To your point, he had a dud game. A lot of quarterbacks have had dud games.
He's had multiple dud games.
I'm not even trying to sit here and like die on some Jalen Hurts hill. Just as an MVP voter, I was sitting here thinking today, and I was like, wait a second. This dude got 15 touchdowns and 1 pick. So that's hard to stumble into. That's hard to do on Madden.
Oh, I forgot that he is an MVP voter.
I forgot he votes for the MVP.
You serious? Listen, what
are we doing, man?
You give him MVP
Take his vote away.
If you give an MVP vote, I'm okay with that's my boy. So I love let Jairus be MVP. But if we being serious, like 3 weeks ago, everybody was complaining. Was he the issue? Was he this? Is it that? It changed that fast for MVP?
What it is I think he's entered into the conversation. Like right now, y'all aren't asking for my MVP list, but I think Drake May is at the top of that conversation with Matthew Stafford, followed by Jonathan Taylor, and I would have Jalen Hurts probably rounding out the top 5 behind Patrick Mahomes. I think he's entered into the conversation because if you got 20 touchdowns and 1 interception, statistically you're doing something right.
Yeah.
Then if your team is 5-2, record-wise, you're doing something right. So now I got to ask myself, okay, well, are you playing with all Hall of Famers? Landon Dickerson been hurt and he been out. Lane Johnson has been hurt. Cam Jurgens, the center, he been hurt. He been banged up. Saquon Barkley just now got going today. And A.J. Brown has both been hurt this week and has been a distraction the last 4 weeks. So in the midst of all of that, Jalen Hurts is still cooking. So it's not like I'm just sitting here stat watching, Shady. You know I don't just stat watch. But I'm also factoring in all of the different variables and saying to myself, Jalen Hurts is in the top 5 of that conversation. I don't think he's number 1. I would go Drake May first. But Jalen Hurts is in the top 5.
Well, if you want to put him in there, I don't mind that, and I would appreciate that. Put him up in there. If you just ask me, I can't be biased. I mean, I can't put him in MVP conversation. I think he's playing well, and we're playing good, but like them other people we talking about, I think it's a little disrespectful. The way that Jonathan Taylor is winning and how they're playing down there with the Colts, we got to give him some love for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Or like even with the Baker, the stuff that Baker has been doing, like, yo, you can't not look at that. Then Drake May.
Willing his team to victory.
Yeah, so it's like I can't. Yeah. I can't see these guys doing all this, since, and playing well, and their team is winning and putting with Jalen. I can't do it. But if he does that, I'm okay with it for sure.
Where you at with it, Carebear? Before we transition to the next part of the Eagles convo, you are as a fan from a neutral perspective. When you look at the fact that the Eagles are one of, if not the best teams in the NFC,
they are the best team in the NFC.
You look at Jalen Hurts has dealt with hella distractions this season, plus injury issues, plus no running game.
Yeah.
And the Eagles are still killing it. And he has 15 touchdowns just passing to just 1 interception. If you remove all the bias of Jalen Hurts, wouldn't you say whoever's on a 5-2 team with no running game and has 15 touchdowns and 1 interception, whoever that person is, and whatever that person's name is, I'm closing my eyes so I'm not even looking at that person, whoever they are, they should be in the MVP conversation.
Well, I mean, if we stat watch without nuance, then we can make arguments about anyone.
The nuance makes it better. If I tell you no running game, and I tell you Landon Dickerson been hurt, and I tell you Lane Johnson missed time, and I tell you Cam Jurgens been hurt, and I tell you the right guard has been awful, the nuance makes my argument better. Forget my nuance.
No, I don't think it does.
So when you start feeling like this, because you want to fight this 3 weeks ago.
Last 2 weeks.
But I'm saying, so that's how fast it's changed your mind?
Because we played 8 weeks of ball, 2 weeks is a quarter of the season. That's 25%.
I know, but I'm saying 3 weeks ago, you want to talk about
absolutely not.
Okay, so 2 weeks now, you're on this different wave.
Now he's moved into the top.
So I got another one for you, though.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to judge. The quarterback that plays for the Colts.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
Is he on the conversation or no?
To me, no, because he's not the best player on his offense right now. He's not playing like the best on his offense. Jonathan Taylor is.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan Taylor's taking that spot.
Who the best player on the offense?
Playing right now is Jalen Hurts. Of course, Saquon Barkley is the best, Shady, and A.J. Brown to me is the second best. Of course.
Devontae Smith, dark horse too.
So Smitty, wait.
Smitty been the most consistent dude on that offense all year long.
Nobody give him credit. You can't say the last 2 weeks that Jalen Hurts is not playing like the best. Shady's there's 2 different questions. Who is the best and who's playing like the best are 2 very different conversations. Jalen Hurts is not the best player on the Eagles. I'm just saying the last 2 weeks, 7 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Nah, he's been amazing.
Come on, y'all making it think I'm crazy.
If he continues to play like he's done.
MVP though. That's
MVP is crazy.
MVP is the best player in the league.
Most valuable player.
The best player in the league.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So was 2022? Is that when he was up for it?
Yes, sir.
He should have won that. That year was like, yo, what we talking about? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is not a shade, Jalen.
But here's
because I want him to do
can
well.
Can I say this though,
But you gotta be. If we being honest and real, that's a hard conversation.
This is.
And the last thing is, why is it? I feel like Jalen Hurts is the only player where it's like we all got to be all the way on him or not on him. Like, as in, you got to talk about him like he's super great or he's terrible. And I'm like, why? Why can't we talk about him like he's a really good player and he's playing well right now?
But isn't it fair?
That's it.
I think that's because that's how Jalen plays. Like, Jalen plays very Jekyll Hyde. Jalen plays very, I'm going to give you 4 tugs and no picks, or I'm not going to complete a pass in the second half. Like, Jalen's game is this. So our analysis reflects his game, which is Jalen don't just go out there and have 180, 2 touchdowns, no. Jalen has dud games or he has dominant games.
Let me ask you this question now,
Yes, sir.
and I'm done with it.
Yes, sir. It's fine.
Do you think that if Jonathan Taylor doesn't go out there and play well and he has a dud game, you think they can still win?
No, I don't think so.
Drake May. I don't know.
Heck no. No. If Drake May don't play well, they not winning nothing.
You know what I'm saying? So like that counts. So because like basically the luxury is, damn, I don't have to always play great because if I don't, we still.
But
so when you talk about the MVPs,
Yep.
I look at it a little differently because if you don't play well, y'all can't win.
But can I say this real quick and then move to the next one? Jalen Hurts had 2 dud games, and the Eagles lost both of them.
Okay.
So I would suggest that you proved your point. Think about it. Against the Giants, he did not play well, and against the Broncos, when
Against
he
the
the second
Bucks,
half,
he didn't complete a pass in the second half. I would say that's a dud game. They won that.
But because of how well he played in the first half, they were up by like 17 or 19 points or something like that. Think about this. Saquon Barkley has statistically sucked all season.
Yeah.
So much so that the Eagles now got to bring in an extra offensive lineman to get the running game going. Look it up. Saquon Barkley's 60-yard passing touchdown. They had 6 linemen on the field instead of the normal 5. So because of that, I'm like,
that ain't a dud. You don't have a completion in the second
half?
He would say
It's
that.
a dud.
He wouldn't be like bragging about that game.
I'll leave it. I'll leave it
don't
alone.
know.
I'll leave it alone.
Yeah,
I'll leave
I
it
mean,
alone.
there
But
was
for
a
the
couple
sake of it
games.
though, if you are right, I hope you do get an MVP vote. I don't mind that.
A couple of tush, but yeah, I mean, I hear you. Look, he keeps playing like the way he has the past couple of weeks. Absolutely, he's an MVP. Oh, first, before I go into the super chat, did AJ Brown play football today for the Eagles?
No,
He was
sir.
hurt. He was hurt.
Yeah, no, I don't believe he did. But he's in the news. We do have a $25 super chat. Bleeding green in Texas. Apparently, so many damn Eagles fans in my
Texas?
home
Okay.
state. He said the Birds played a complete game and looked great. But what's the deal with the AJ Brown trade rumors? And I wanted to bring up this tweet from Diana Rossini. In the news a lot this weekend, Diana Rossini. She says the Eagles will insist everything is fine with star receiver AJ Brown. Many around the league can see it plainly on tape. If the star wide receiver continues to seem miserable leading up to the trade deadline, does something have to change? Fellas, do y'all think he is on the trade block for the Eagles?
I got an interesting thought on this one, but before I shake everything up, let's let 2-5 cook, yo.
No, he can't leave. Not this year. He's too viable. He's that good. We can talk all this bull crap we want to, and we look good today. Cool. When we get in trouble and we can't run the ball, we know where we going to. We going to AJ Brown. Every time we need him, he show up. You heard us when he start popping his noise? Yeah. They're using me but not using me.
Yeah.
As in like, yo, y'all don't give me the ball when I want the rock or I deserve the rock. Y'all give it to me when y'all need me. All the wide receivers do this, though. I think it's just a little different how he handles it, but all the superstar wide receivers, when they don't get the ball, they all do this. The wide receiver position is the most prima donna you'll ever meet. Everybody does it, right? You really get guys that are super, that's not selfish or they're selfless. A lot of guys are selfish as a wide receiver. I'm okay with that. When you're that good, you should deserve to get the ball. Why the hell are we paying, what's he making, $30 million a year?
Ooh.
32?
It's up there. It's
He's
up
making
there.
$32 million a year. You should want the ball.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is making $250 million. You should want him to get in the ball.
Yeah, they signed him
Right?
a 3-year, $96
Yo,
million
Howie
extension,
Roseman gets so much credit for the team he created and assembled. So why not use him?
Yeah.
Superstar running back, superstar quarterback. We got all these weapons. I don't understand what's wrong with using them. Yo, it should be a game where we come in the game. Okay, yo, we want to get AJ Brown 8 to 9, maybe 10 targets a game. It's 70, real quick, it's 70 plays in an offensive game. That's what it is, at the minimum, right? So you telling me out of these 70 plays, you can't give him 10, 11 targets, give Spinney his targets, give Saquon whatever he wants because he deserves it all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
I hate when
You're
they talk
paying
about
him too much to not be
I just
active.
hate when they bring up like, oh, like it's only one ball and it's so. Yeah, I know that, but if you really know ball, the ball can go around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, it's
Yeah.
crazy to think that he might have played his last game for Philadelphia if they do end up trading.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean,
if anything happens, it's gonna be next year.
today was the first day I said the Eagles should trade AJ Brown. And it's not because A.J. Brown's not incredibly valuable. I think he's a top 5, really top 3 receiver in football. It's because A.J. Brown is likely going to be gone at the end of the season regardless. So you might as well trade him while you can get the most for him. If you trade him right now, every team thinks they're one A.J. Brown away from winning a Super Bowl. So if you think you're one A.J. Brown away from winning a Super Bowl, you're going to give up more to get A.J. Brown. In the offseason, you're like, oh, well, let me just go draft this wide receiver for cheap instead of acquiring A.J. Brown. Supply and demand is real simple. The demand for A.J. Brown is going to be so much higher right now before the trade deadline that you can increase the asking price for A.J. Brown. That's the only reason I'm saying Eagles consider moving him. Not because he's not good, he's elite. Not because he's not incredibly valuable, he's elite. But given the fact that the NFC is down this year, and I think the Eagles can probably win the Super Bowl without A.J. Brown, if you have to part ways with A.J. Brown regardless, why not part ways with A.J. Brown while you can get the most from him? I don't know if it's rumor, it's social media. Y'all can look it up into the conspiracy theories. Allegedly, A.J. Brown has deleted like every tweet where he ever mentioned Jalen Hurts. Did you look up? Did you see that?
No, I did not see that. That's crazy.
Check it out right now. While I'm talking, I'm going to have you look it up. Just search A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts tweets. If this is indeed true, if A.J. Brown has gone through and deleted every tweet where he's mentioned Jalen Hurts, then clearly there's like more to it even than meets the eye. Have you found it?
Apparently he seems to have deleted
every... Show the world.
Yeah, he seems to have deleted an old tweet where he praised Jalen Hurts. He also looks he looks to have deleted most tweets where he mentioned him in the past. So that's crazy.
With all that being said, bring us on camera. Yeah. We've tried to tell y'all that there was a little bit of tension between Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown, right? Brandon Graham said it, got cussed out. I've tried to say it, I got cussed out. If AJ's that unhappy, then why not deal him 2.5 while you can get the most for him?
You know why? And that's a good point. The reason why is because in this league, let me tell you, I played this game and I know a little bit of something about offense. When you got a guy at the wide receiver position like A.J. Brown, y'all huddle, and you got a Super Bowl type of team, and you're the defending champs, you need him in the locker room. You know why? Because when things get hard and your coaches can't dial up the way they want to do it, and they can't game scheme it up the way they want to do it, and the running game ain't working, and offensive linemen are getting hurt, and your quarterback might be having a bad day. Yeah. You know what you can do? You can throw the ball at number 11, and you know that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Every team can't say that.
But it sounds
every team saying
it sounds wild, shady to say. And again, AJ knows like it's love. AJ's the one dude who ran up to me when I was at Shady's Hall of Fame joint and actually showed me love. So AJ knows it's love. But it sounds wild, shady to say that you need AJ Brown in the locker room. I would say that the biggest distraction to the Philadelphia Eagles this year, not always intentionally, has been AJ Brown. Instagram posts.
For us.
Sure.
For us. Sure. But in the locker room, dudes don't care about no tweets.
Yeah. Sure. But Jalen Hurts got to answer for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when we say distractions, like that ain't a distraction.
Yeah.
That's for the media. That's for the media. That's from Twitter. That's from people.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I shouldn't even say the locker room. When he's in that huddle.
Yeah.
Right? And we need to win this game. Right? And the fans are going crazy. And everybody need a big game on TV. And we got to win. And I said it before. Saquon might have to be slow game or the lineman's not playing well. Whatever it may be. Defense can't guard nobody. And you need a touchdown. You need some plays. The coach, I know I can go to A.J. Brown. He's going to come up big for us. That is so hard in this league. That's why people can, not quarterbacks, I'm talking about the other real positions. They got to earn their money. A.J. Brown, he going to earn every dollar he gets. And when you're a quarterback and you know that, I don't care what they going through. He know I can throw that ball. A.J. going to catch it.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have that. I'm telling you, yo.
Yeah.
And when they miss, when they're gone, you feel it. You feel it.
Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah, no. I mean, AJ's way too talented to not have a good year, especially with, such a crazy offense.
You'll take it.
Yeah.
As great as George Pickens is playing, you would trade George Pickens for A.J. Brown in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. I mean, AJ Brown, he's a one. He's a one.
And George Pickens is balling right now.
Yeah, no, exactly.
AJ won once.
No, I'm hearing you. I do have to get back to the super chats. I told you we were going to get to him. Beast Guard 24, he dropped a $20 super chat earlier. He said, shout out 2-5. I criticize Hurts a lot. These last 2 weeks proved a lot to me. Hurts can swing that thing. Do you guys think? Swing that thing is crazy.
Whoa, now hold on.
He said swing that. Yeah, swing. He could toss the pigskin, fellas. That's what he could do. He said, do you guys think that Nick and the OC have been handcuffing Hurts this whole time? Because where has this been?
Now hold up. I believe that.
Wow.
I've been telling my boys, I can't tell you what Eagles, but I'm like, listen, I don't want y'all to tell me nothing because I don't want to put y'all in a bad situation, right? But it looks like to me that the offensive coordinator, and I don't want to say Nick, but maybe Nick has something to do with it too, where it's like, you know what, we are winning games a certain way, and we don't have to jeopardize nothing. We don't have to risk anything. Let's let Jalen Hurts just play the way he's been playing. Because we've been winning.
Yeah.
We won a Super Bowl doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. One thing about coaches in the NFL, Andy Reese always said this, I don't want to distract nobody. Let's keep it where it is. But the dude can throw the ball because when he has to throw it, he does well.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
And I think we don't even throw for 600 yards. No. Throw the ball enough to keep everybody honest.
Yeah.
And I feel like they hold Jalen Hurts back, and then when we need to do it, they let him do it, and he does very well at it.
That's facts.
Got you. All right. Well, it's about that time to eat some crow, fellas. It's time we talk about my Dallas Cowboys. We got absolutely throttled today by the Denver Broncos.
You want to call it throttle?
No,
I use other words.
What? That's crazy. All right, 44-24. The Cowboys got that ass whooped.
Can I kick off this segment with some super chats? I would, as your brother Carebear, I would just hate for you to have to read some of these.
Yeah. Nah, so
I'm gonna take that burden off your plate. All right.
Go ahead, man.
We ready? Your favorite. 214 Mr. DFW says it's Chris from Dallas. Hey, Cowbear. Went to bed early out here.
Cowbear.
How's that L taste? Shady, what up? November 23rd, Birds come to Dallas. Tickets on me. Let's go. Birds gonna fly.
Sick.
Carebear, do you want to answer how that L tastes for 214?
Like shit. I don't know.
Okay, cool. Moving on. Sin City said, not for nothing, I'm proud to see my brothers coming together and create one of the best shows out right now. Keep it up, young kings. Fly. The Birds are legit.
You know here, brother. Love you, brother.
Another one says, how about them sorry cowgirls? Cowgirls know how to give their fans the delusion that you think they are threats. Dak been tricking y'all. Same old Dak, 10-year sample size, same old cowgirls.
I didn't say it. I didn't even say that.
Wow. It's getting spicy in the chat. Another one, Label Me, said, Dak look real regular, huh? It's crazy y'all say he's MVP candidate when he beats teams like the Giants with Rusty Wilson, a beat-up Commanders, and the Justin Fields Jets, and lost against the Panthers and the Bears.
Why we leave out the Packers game? Why we leave out one of his best games?
Listen,
they should look good against him.
They on your head.
It's his super chat. He say what he want, Carebear. The floor is yours now, brother.
The thing is, Dak has one bad game, his first bad game of the season. Everyone will pile on me because the team ain't got no damn defense and he looked bad today. Okay, I'll give it to you. We didn't look good today. It happens. Teams have bad games. I want to get to the real issue, which is what RJ Ochoa tweeted about, and I want to look at that. All right? Said the Cowboys defense has had to hear for 2 months about how they are among the worst at what they do professionally in the history of the profession. And yet, they are still committed to playing the way that they are, dying on the dumbest hill possible. Fellas, this is the worst Cowboys defense I have ever seen in my 27 years of living. Fair. And I'm telling you right now, I've seen some Magic City on that football field on the defensive side of the ball. I've seen Brandon Carr getting torched by Aaron Rodgers in a playoff game. I know the Dez Carter game, I knew Aaron Rodgers was about to go back down the field. That game don't even really bother my spirit. Fellas, this might be the worst Cowboys defense I have ever seen. From a roster perspective, they're weak. Absolutely weak. You know what, Jerry? It's not even worth trading that pick because at the end of the day, you have too many holes to fill. We look like SpongeBob out there. Swiss cheese. It's ridiculous. We are a swinging door. They ran. What did Nick Saban say? They ran through our ass like shit through a tin horn, and we could not stop it.
Oh God.
That's how Nick Saban be talking.
That's how. Yeah, he old the country, man. The Cowboys are an absolute joke on the defensive side of the ball, and this season is completely ruined and messed up because of it. Matt Eberflus. This team looks poorly coached. Get out of my organization. Leave. We stink right now. And we're too good on the offensive side of the ball to be this bad. That's how I feel, fellas. I want to know how y'all feel.
Before you go out, because he talked a lot about the defense, and they deserve all that. So the offense don't get none of that blame at all? I watched the game.
We had our first bad game. It's like,
no. Hey, as we're talking about these Cowboys, Christian Watson may be joining the show momentarily, Carebear, so you might get some relief. Packers player just came back today, had 85 receiving. He might be joining the show momentarily, so just making sure you locked in. But let me get my Cowboys taking Andrew. People need to be fired. Jobs need to be lost.
Yes.
People need to be tried. People need to be checked. Like, how the hell is Matt Eberflus retaining his position as defensive coordinator when you're allowing Bo Nix to go out there and get 4 tugs on you? Your players look lost. If it was just one player, I would suggest it was the player's fault. But given the fact that it's multiple players, now I got to look at you, Matt Eberflus, and say it's your fault. What's this defense doing? Obviously, we have no pass rush, but we also have no gap integrity. Then we have communication errors. We have a bad eye control, and we have bad technique. Everything that you're taught to do defensively from day one of install, the Dallas Cowboys do not do. How many 40-point games are we going to allow until we make a change? I'm tired of 40-point games. Cowboys fans are tired of 40-point games. So for me, if everybody is held to a high expectation for doing their job, where are the expectations for the Cowboys defense? That's my issue. If I don't do my job, y'all don't watch. If you don't do your job, you get fired. But Matt Eberflus and that defense, they don't do their job and we make no change. Make that make sense. So to me, jobs have to be lost at this point.
But how many jobs can save? How many coaches can save this defense for the Cowboys? Because you get rid of the best player on their team, Michael Parsons, right? Who wrecks the game by himself. He's gone. Then you got all these injuries in the secondary. And there doesn't even know. I don't even know the names. We asked DeMarcus Ware, who's a Cowboy legend, can you name us some guys on the D line? He can name one person. So what the hell? What coach you want him to do? What are we talking about?
It's tough. From a personnel perspective, it's bad. Schematically, it's bad. Everywhere it's bad right now. And I can't even blame injury or whatnot. You just don't have the talent on that side of the ball. And the thing is, Trade and Micah don't even look like the worst decision at this point because of how bad they are on that side of the ball. Micah Parsons would look like a Lamborghini in a neighborhood friendly Walmart parking lot. That's what it would look like. They're not a good team. It's just not a good defense.
I don't want to harp too much on the Cowboys because y'all see how the game went today, right? I'll just say this though, Cowboy fans, if you guys still had Mike, you had all these great players and all that. At the end of the day, if you win a lot of regular season games, you won't win a playoff game. So, do it really matter?
All right. Okay.
I mean, you're getting the same results in different ways.
Right.
Do you think that? Do you want Eberflus fired at this point? Or are you just like,
no.
Look, if you fire him, it's only going to get worse?
The problem is they're so bad. I don't know what the problem is. They're
tough.
Bro, that makes sense, though it don't make no sense.
We have played 8 games and we have given up 30 plus in 6 of them.
Yeah.
We've given up 40 3 times.
Yeah.
He'll know where to go.
The offense has to go out there and score 35. We have to score 5 touchdowns or more almost every week to be sure we have an opportunity to not only win, but to compete in the games.
But I mean,
we're getting blown out by the Bears.
But also, real quick,
Yep.
who's going to save this defense? Who they got over there though?
To me, it's not even when you don't have talent. I do feel you 2-5, but the Cowboys play stupid. That's what I don't have grace for. And maybe because at least the one thing I was good at in the NFL was being intelligent, so I don't have as much grace for stupidity. If you just don't have the ability, that's one thing. But the Cowboys have stupidity. And that's the problem. I'm watching linebackers not realizing, hey, you're in an alignment where the receiver's coming to pick you. Avoid the pick. I'm tired of watching safeties not realize, hey, we should be shaded this way instead of being shaded that way. I'm tired of watching defensive linemen get reached out of their gap, and now all of a sudden, what should be a 1.5-yard gap is a 4-yard gap. And in the NFL, Shady or any running back with any sort of talent is going to get through that. So that's my problem. It's not that the Cowboys players have all the ability in the world. I get that. I'm just tired of seeing the stupidity.
They sorry, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's simple as that.
Yeah, sometimes we are just absolutely sorry. To add insult to injury, we haven't beaten the Broncos since 1995, and that streak is now continued. It's been 11,004 days since the Cowboys last beat the Broncos. That's almost as long ago as, or that's actually the entire time that LeBron James and Michael Jordan have been in the NBA, damn near combined.
Really?
It's crazy. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Michael Jordan on the Bulls and LeBron James on the Cavs combined.
Dang.
Since we beat the Broncos last.
Does it just suck being a Cowboys fan? Fully one?
Duh. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's awful. I don't
do
know why I was born into. What did that kid, the Jets fan, say? I was born into this, and this sucks. I hate it. We also had Bo Nix putting up Peyton Manning and John Elway numbers as well. He became the only Broncos quarterback in history to have 3+ wins with 4+ passing touchdowns. He had a 117.4 QBR. The Broncos, though, they're starting to look more and more solid. They have a win over the Eagles. Jalen Hurts also looked like dog crap against that defense. how do we feel about sorry, I had to throw my shot in somewhere. how do we feel about the Broncos moving forward? Do you think that they've taken a step and are going to be capable of contending in the AFC West with the Chiefs and whatnot?
I think the Broncos, y'all gonna get mad at me. Because we have a hard time on this show differentiating between playing the best and like most talent. I think the Broncos are the best team in the AFC right now. I think they're the best team in the AFC.
Wait, the whole AFC?
All of it.
The Broncos
Like all the teams
best
in
team
there?
in the AFC.
Yeah. And the reason is, it's real simple.
With the good quarterbacks and all them guys?
If the best team in the NFC is the Eagles, the Broncos have beat them. If you want to say the best team in the AFC is the Colts, that's fine. Then I'll say the Broncos beat them. There was a 15-yard penalty on the last kick. Colts moved it up from 62 to 47 or from 60 to 45. Colts re-kicked it. Then they made it. So if the Broncos are the best, if my case is this, if the best team in the NFC in your mind is the Eagles, Broncos beat them. If the best team in the AFC in your mind is the Colts, Broncos beat them, and then the Colts re-kicked, and then the Broncos lost. And even if the Broncos did lose, fine. Even if they lost, that's still fine.
Man.
Fine. I'll take the loss.
They lost.
I'll take the loss.
They lost.
Fine. Then you lost to the best team in the AFC on the second last kick of the game, and you beat the best team in the NFC. I'll hand that resume in. Wow. You got the best defensive player in football, at least a cornerback. I'll hand that resume in.
They ain't played that demon in their own division yet, though.
Yo.
We'll see what happens when they play the Chiefs.
The Denver Broncos, the best in the AFC.
Shady.
In Andy Reid's division, you're going to fix your face to say that in Andy Reid's division, the Denver Broncos
come playoff time, of course I'm riding with the Chiefs. But we have to be able to, on this show, differentiate between what we're watching right now and what we think we'll be watching in 3 months. Right now, we're watching the Broncos as the best team in the AFC.
I can't buy that. That's a lot, though, right?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
How is it crazy when at worst they're the third best team in the AFC? Y'all acting like I'm saying a bottom 10 team is the best.
No.
At worst, they're the third.
Yeah, but the best and the third is two different things.
Hey, we got Quay Walker calling right now, linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. Wait, make sure we locked in. Make sure we're locked in. Y'all never know who you're gonna get on this show. Gotcha. We got Quay Walker dialing up right now.
Waiting for him to join.
And we was talking about this earlier about how them linebackers for the Packers go crazy between Quay and between Cooper. So we got to get this going. Again, y'all never know in the Speakeasy who's
Packers defense. Solid defense. What's going on?
Well, hold on. It seems like we have a. We want to interview you. Hey, round of applause, please. Round of applause. We got Quay in the building. There you go. Q, what up, bro?
What up, y'all, boy? How y'all doing?
All good, fam. Hey,
Q.
congrats on the dub. 5 tackles, another TFL. You know how it goes. How it feeling? How you feeling right now?
Feeling pretty good, man. I'm just happy we came out with a dub. Been a long time since the Packers don't won here. You know what I'm saying? Pittsburgh, I think 1970-something. So just happy, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the dub. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy about that.
Hey, do you feel like this was the first complete game y'all played?
Yeah, for sure. But I think we got off a little slow, I want to say, in the first half. But I think in the second quarter, we started to pick things up offensively, especially defense, too. Yeah. We was killing ourselves in the first half on third down, you know, with penalties and stuff like that. So they was extending the drives. But other than that, I think we did pretty good. We came together. So what? A complete game, I would say, for sure.
Hey, what's the biggest difference this year for y'all in taking that next step? Y'all been great since you've been there, right? The last 2-3 years, y'all been great. I think y'all got the best linebacking core in the National Football League between Coop, and especially if you count them outside backers. How do y'all take the next step in putting it all together?
Man, it's all about finishing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can always get up, you know what I'm saying, on the team or whatever the case may be. But in this league, man, all teams are good. You know what I'm saying? They got great players, whatever the case may be, great coaches as well. They can scheme you up. You just got to finish, man. Whenever the opportunity presents itself, you just got to finish the game. And anytime we can do that and we come out, you know what I'm saying, swinging, I think it'll be, you know what I'm saying, I think we'll be in a pretty good predicament.
Hey, Q, you was balling, dog. Running around the whole field, covering dudes, tackling dudes. A lot of respect.
I don't feel like I was doing something big game. I feel like I was a little cold. You know what I'm saying? But, I appreciate you saying that.
You was balling. We requested you because you was out there balling. I want to ask you this, though. My Harrisburg brother, Michael Parsons, he's from my city. What's the big difference from him on the team now, though, on the defensive side?
Man, I just think the offensive line, he just draw like so much attention. So it create one-on-ones for a lot of guys. Sometimes a lot of offensive linemen, they may slide to him, get a full slide. So other guys really just got to win a one-on-one because he brings so much attention, you know what I'm saying? So it's just so much that you can do with Michael, man. You can line him up as a 0. You can line him up on the edge as a 9. Put him as a 5. Whatever the case may be, it's just so much that he can do. You can line him stack off like off the ball and let him blitz, whatever the case may be, man. He's just so explosive, and his things just take over. It's just so much that you can do with him. He opened things up for a lot of us, especially on the back end with the pass coverage, whether we in zone or man. Just buy him a little time, and he gonna get there, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, so Jeff Halfley, y'all defense coordinator, that's my guy. You know, I play underneath, so I know about him. But I want to say this though, man. Like the Packers frustrate me though. I'm gonna be honest. They got so much talent, dog, on offense, on defense.
They do,
and it's like they don't give you what they supposed to give you
every week.
Can we get it this year? We need it, dog. Cause y'all got everything y'all need.
We're going to get it, man. I think we're going to get it. It just, you know what I'm saying, it's all about coming together, just finding our identity, who we are as a team. I think we kind of getting close to that. We're still a young team, but at this point, that's not an excuse, you know what I'm saying? We done been the same group of guys for years, so it's just time to build on that, man, at this point. But I think we're going to get that, though, for sure.
I think every team, man, they have that talent, but to take them over the step, they need a quarterback. I look at the Eagles, right? They have a lot of talent everywhere, but Jalen Hurts is probably not the most talented dude on the team, but he has a core where he gets things done, right? Yeah. What do you say about Jordan Love, though? What is it that he brings to that team, right? Not just from talent, but what does he bring to that team? Leadership?
Leadership, why he just so poised, man. You know what I'm saying? Through the highs and the lows, he's still the same guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, say, for instance, like this first half, we was slow and everything. He was still poised. And the only thing on our mind, man, as long as we can just get the ball back to him, I think that's always going to turn around and get us 3 points, 6 points, 7 points, whatever the case may be. So we're just trying to get him the ball as much as we can, man. The more he had the ball in his hand, the more he's going to turn out, you know what I'm saying, to execute, to be a touchdown, whatever the case may be, 3 points, whatever it is. You know?
Hey, bro, I got two for you. One, how much did you want to spoil 12's revenge game?
Ooh.
I ain't even going to lie. I ain't really think too much about that. You know what I'm saying? It probably was more so, you know, in the headlines, they always going to be about 12, and I got so much respect for him, but, man, I just want to get the end of the day, bro. I got mad respect for him, but it's all about getting a win. I'm just happy we came out with a W. That's all that matters.
And then, bro, I really watched linebacker play. You've always been wildly talented, but I would suggest even you had to figure out how to control your emotions, right? Like, you've always been crazy talented, but you made some mistakes that I think I've watched you mature through. What's been the biggest difference for you kind of personally? How have you taken that next step, maturing as a player, as a person, etc.?
It's so hard, man, because I have to, really tell myself when to calm it down, because when I'm on the field, I really go, I'm a whole different person. I go into a whole different mode. Y'all know how it is, man. We playing against grown man. We run into grown man for an hour straight. So I'm a whole different person. It takes me a while to cool down. Even that, in between plays, I still be on that. But, now, you know what I'm saying, I just have to tell myself just to chill. You know, I go back to the sideline, meditate, just try to calm myself down. Today, I had a test. I want to say, you know what I'm saying, DK grabbed my face mask. I want to retaliate.
Oh, yeah.
I seen that.
Everything just reflected back to my rookie year when I got ejected, man, and how I felt in that situation. Yeah, how long it just took myself, just to get myself grace from that last time I got kicked out. And I was I just can't do that no more. You know, I just don't mature a whole lot. It took everything to get me, but, you know, I'm happy I did what I did, though. You know, so I'm happy I went about it that way. You know what I'm saying? Grown man, I'm maturing, so I'm happy for myself for sure.
That's right.
Hell yeah. Hey, bro, all we got to say, Shady gonna call me out if I don't do this. We had Josh Jacobs on. He came on from the suite. We had Deion Dawkins. He came on from the family suite. Lane Johnson came on from the car. Show people where you at so they can see how exclusive we are in the Speakeasy. Where you at? You in the locker room? You in the tunnel?
I'm in the locker room. It's empty. It's empty. Everybody gone. They wait on me.
Hey, my dog. All right, go do your thing, bro. Stay healthy. We gonna get up.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
No doubt.
Hey, round of applause, please. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause. Round of applause.
I see you play.
Hey, that was Quay Walker. I love what he said because I don't know if y'all saw.
Quay got game though.
He do. DK Metcalf tried to poke him in the eye during the game.
He do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how he handled it, though. I love how he handled it.
DK still getting active. Look, we also have some breaking news out of the college football world. LSU Tigers head coach Brian Kelly has been relieved of his duty as the head coach of that program.
Okay.
Fellas, this comes right after an embarrassing Saturday night loss to Texas A&M. You can't lose to the Aggies, man. You can't lose to the Aggies.
Not like that.
Keep your job. Yeah, no, not like that. Fellas, I mean, this is crazy. It kind of happened kind of quick, though. In my honest opinion, Acho, what's your opinion?
It had to happen. I don't know Brian Kelly, so I'm not going to mince any words. It had to happen. Brian Kelly's tenure at LSU has been a complete disappointment, and I'm going to educate y'all on everything you need to know. So if you're looking at these headlines and you don't know nothing about Brian Kelly, just turn up your volume and lock in. The last 3 LSU coaches have all won national championships, if I'm not mistaken. Coach Ed Odron, Nick Saban, Les Miles.
Yeah.
They all won national championships at LSU in their first 4 years. Brian Kelly, in your first 4 years, you won nothing. Not an SEC championship, not a national championship. Furthermore, you spent $20 million on your roster this year, Brian Kelly. When Ohio State spent $20 million on its roster, it won a national championship. Brian Kelly, when you spent $20 million on your roster, you got 3 losses before November. Make that make sense. You return a quarterback in Nussmeier, who's supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and he regressed. Brian Kelly, you can't figure out your roster. When you had Jaden Daniels and you had an elite and illustrious offense, you had a terrible defense. Now when you have a competent defense this year, you have an anemic offense. You hold on to hires that you need to fire for far too long, and then you don't hire the right individuals. So you can't get the hiring right, and you can't get the firing right. So if you can't hire right and you can't fire on time, what in the world can you do? It was led to me, Shady, to believe that they wanted to part ways with the offensive coordinator. And Brian Kelly said, fine, but I'm going to fire the O-line coach too. And when the AD said, no, we don't want you to fire the O-line coach, that's what the whole blow-up was about. You can't return this year and not even be involved in the 12-team playoff. You don't got to win a national championship game, Brian Kelly. LSU fans would have been okay with that. You ain't even got to make it to the Final Four. LSU fans would have been okay with that. But to not even make it to the college football playoff, and we're not even in November yet. Yeah. Like, you're already eliminated from contention. Yep. Not maybe not literally, but figuratively speaking, you're already eliminated from
3
contention.
conference losses. They're done.
They're done, son.
They're not
and
making
then here's the other thing. Regardless of how good Vanderbilt is, and Vanderbilt's a good football team, if you're a program like LSU, you can't lose to Vanderbilt. Because just optically, it looks bad.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like, just optically. I remember when Baylor was getting good and when Iowa State was getting good. If you're Texas, you can't lose to Baylor and Iowa State.
Yeah.
It just optically, it looks bad. Now, 5-10 years down the road, we realize, oh, wait a second. Iowa State was a really good program.
Yeah.
But it does not matter, LSU. You're LSU. And then the last thing I'm going to say is this, and I'm done with it. Brian Kelly, because you were an a-hole, as I've been told from both inside and outside the program, can't nobody go to bat for you. Like 2-5, if you're not good at your job, but you're a good person, you'll have a little bit of a longer leash at anything in life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, if you're a great person, even if you're not good at your job, you'll have a longer leash. But you got to pick a struggle. You can't be a prick and be a bad coach.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah, he come off like that, don't he?
No doubt.
He come off like
you
that.
You got to Urban Meyer. You're going to be a bad dude. You got to be a bad dude on the football field too as well. And the NFL wasn't flying.
But I feel like Urban's like kind of liked though from players and all that.
Because he won so much.
Okay.
Yeah, because he won so much.
When Urban was losing, Shady, remember Jacksonville Jaguar Urban Meyer.
But I'm talking about college.
Yeah, because he won.
College.
Because Urban won everywhere. But
won.
The problem with Brian Kelly, and I'll go as far as to say Brian Kelly's one of the most overrated coaches of the generation.
Ooh.
Making $10.17 million a year, a $95 million contract, and you gave LSU nothing?
They paid him crazy to get him from Notre Dame.
Nothing?
Crazy.
And the thing is, you got LSU talent though.
Yeah.
Look at the
Malik
drafts.
Neighbors,
Yeah.
Brian Thomas III,
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels.
The crazy thing, it looked promising. His first year he comes to the SEC, they win the SEC West over Nick Saban, something that hadn't been done in years. And he was like, oh, okay, he got there. LSU's got crazy talent. We know that they can play on a national level. Okay, cool. They get there. They go to the SEC championship. No 14 playoff era there, but if there was one, they would have been in it.
Sure.
Now they had more expectations than any team in the country coming into this year.
Yep.
They had crazy talent at wide receiver. They added guys that people were saying, oh, it's kind of overkill. You don't even really need to add these guys. They boosted up their defense with transfer additions and whatnot. And now you still have the same issues. You still can't run the ball like you used to. Your quarterback looks worse. And also, like you said, being a college football head coach is about playing the game.
Yeah.
One with boosters, with the coaches, with family, with all of that. You have to be a politician and a head coach all at the same time. He played a terrible role in doing that, and that's why he's getting fired mid-season as an extreme disappointment in terms of this era with LSU. It's
And the
bad.
thing is, like, he should have been able to last the season 2-5. But you can't last the season because you don't have the personality to last the season.
You don't have
and
the
he let
locker
his ego get in the way.
Yeah.
You know, he ain't got the locker room at all.
Yeah.
And also, we've heard too many incidents of him just not being a good dude with some of the dudes that were there. Players that have gotten injured, whether lifelong, career-threatening, all of these medical health injuries.
Yeah.
And then LSU's not looked out, and Brian Kelly hasn't done anything necessarily to extend an arm and extend a hand. And then also, bro, like, you can't lose the intimidation factor of Death Valley. And at the point in which
Losing at
Texas
home?
A&M,
We can't wait to get there.
bruh, A&M rolled into Death Valley, and you would have thought you were in College Station. The way they were swaying, the way they had that whole stadium taken over, the way everybody and their mama was looking like, oh, wait a second, are we in College Station? Are we in Baton Rouge? So Carebear, it's fascinating for me because there's more college football openings than ever.
Yeah.
And great ones.
Yeah. Big
Penn
schools,
State,
too.
Florida. I think Stanford.
Yeah.
LSU. UCLA. The
Yeah.
shakeup is
Maybe
going
USC.
to be crazy.
Yeah.
But, Carebear, I know you're a college football fan. Do you think the firing was premature?
Absolutely not. No. When I look, LSU season is over at this point when it comes to those types of expectations. At big schools like that, bruh, you don't meet expectations. I don't need to keep you to see if you could turn it around, right? James Franklin got fired early. Why? Because they were out of playoff contention. If you're out of playoff contention before November, at the end of the day, bro, sorry, it's just not going to cut it. We pay this roster, we pay these rosters way too much money to not be able to go out there and produce. And also for him, it's a continuous thing. It's losing the first game of the year for 5 straight years, and then finally getting over the hump this year against Clemson, then shitting the bed later on in the season. It's continuously not living up to expectations. It's continuously not developing the talent that you have because they have, like you said, Shady, they got crazy talent down there, bro.
I want because you. Carebear, you're a college guy. I see that. Like, you love your college. You get real and passionate. Answer this question for me, though, because I'm not, like, super crazy in the college world because everybody's getting in college.
Okay.
How is it that a coach can be at a really, really top Division I school and win a championship and be super competitive, and then he goes to another solid Division I school, right?
Yeah.
And don't win at all? Because I was wondering, like, I used to love Jimbo Fisher. I thought he was, like, the best coach in college. And he goes to Texas and he can't even really do anything.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Then we look at even Brian Kelly. Like, I remember Kelly from, he used to coach, correct me if I'm wrong, Acho, I know you're a college guy.
He was at Cincinnati. He was at Cincinnati.
So I was at Pitt. And I was like, damn, this coach got some crazy plays, right? And it was like average players getting on to 10. Like, I remember there was a wide receiver named Gilliard or something like that.
Yeah, I remember with the
was it Marty Gilliard?
Marty Gilliard.
Marty
Check
Gilliard.
this
Yeah,
out.
Marty Gilliard.
Now, I remember when he came to the Eagles, everybody was like, who the hell is this dude that keeps talking so much? Like, he's like a 6th-round draft pick. But I'm thinking like, yo, I played against him, dog. He was super crazy nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it be the coach. And I think Kelly was that type of coach where he had all these players looking so great.
Yeah.
I look at Jimbo Fisher the same way. And I'm thinking, how is it you guys can be elite at a really, really good school, and then you go to even a bigger school or a good school and you can't do it?
But you know what's crazy? I'm going to say it like this.
Why is that, though?
I think the recruiting's a large part of it. Getting along with the dudes.
Yeah.
Brian Kelly fits a lot more of Notre Dame than he does LSU.
Absolutely.
I'll let y'all take with that whatever
The
y'all want to
fake
take
accent,
with that.
the first.
You remember when he first got to LSU and like, all of a sudden he sounded like he was from the South?
Yeah.
And he got mocked and
I want
ridiculed
to
for
thank
that.
my family, bro.
Remember Shady when he was posing for the
From the
pictures?
Midwest, brother.
Remember he was posing
That's
for the
wild,
pictures
though.
with the recruits and doing like
Yeah.
He didn't fit LSU.
No.
You got Jaden Daniels, you got Malik Neighbors, you got Brian Thomas III, and you can't put together a defense to take you to a national championship. Make that make sense.
And
bro.
they had an offense as good as.
But why that matter? Like, how he doing this?
I just don't think
they getting great talent.
I don't think he could retain and get the most out of the players that he needed.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's really what I think it was.
Yeah, so you're a college football head coach. You're essentially the GM. You're running everything. You gotta be ahead of recruiting. You gotta get the guys that fit your system well. You also need to hire the guys to run your system well. It's all encompassing. It's a full-time job.
They say the scariest team in the ACC is
Georgia Tech.
Is Pitt. That's what they talking about.
They didn't say that at all. What else are we saying about today's show, though?
Moving forward, we got to talk about the Browns taking on the Patriots.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this.
They got absolutely smacked. 32-13 was the final score. Dylan Gabriel had himself
a day.
A tough day. We'll take a look at this pass that he had right there. 20 of 34,
He did
150 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Y'all are so disrespectful back there.
Casper's got to hold on to that one, bro. Casper could have cribbed that one right there, and that was tough. Like this one right
It's
here,
probably
boom.
for running back, though.
Look at that. Bah.
So look, this is gonna happen though, right? This is so funny how football works because they never want to blame the quarterback.
Yeah.
When they get to the film room, can people see this or they can't see it?
Oh, no,
Run it back.
saw it. Yeah, we can run it back.
Oh,
yeah.
well, anyway, when they get to the film room, they're going to yell at the running back. You're supposed to be into the flat because that's the running back supposed to be into the flat.
Yeah.
So the quarterback's thinking, oh, he's supposed to be there. Bull crap. Can we talk about the real topic here? So how long are we going to watch this? Because this is the thing about Dylan Gabriel. The reason why he's starting is because somewhere where he got drafted in the 3rd round, and he's supposed to be one of the quarterbacks where he's smart. He might not have the big arm, might not be a big quarterback because he's pretty small, but he's smart. This ain't smart. Where you going with this? Yeah. He had a couple plays in this game where I was trying to figure out where's he going? Because quarterbacks like him that might not be super talented, they be smart and they know where to go with the ball. Because like your argument is why we not playing Shedeur because of that, because he's smart and all that.
Yeah.
But man, it's time to move on now. We seen him. We see him.
Wow.
So you think it's time to move on already?
Let that man, bro. What are we waiting on? They getting beat every week. They getting beat on and beat on and beat on. Your star player is frustrated, and he got 5, 6, 7 sacks in the game. He's still frustrated.
Yeah.
What are we trying to do here? See what you got.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get a top 3 draft pick. I mean, that's easy to know. And then your quarterback's like, all right, are we going to roll with Dylan for the future? Or we got Shedeur, who everybody wants to see. Maybe Shedeur is better than we thought. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he's not. And maybe he goes out and plays and says, you know what? He does a bad job, and now it quiets the whispers about if he should play or not.
Yeah.
Let's find out, though.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, bro.
I agree with Shady on this one actually wholeheartedly. I don't think the Browns will ever play Shedeur as long as Kevin Stefanski's there. Because at this point, though Dylan Gabriel hasn't necessarily earned the right to be benched, because he is a rookie, he sure as heck ain't earned the right to be starting. You know what I mean? Like, as a third-round rookie, if you string together 3 mediocre to below average games, why are you still out there when we got another 5th-round rookie? I get it. You haven't necessarily earned the right to be benched, but you sure as heck haven't earned the right to just stay out there and be sorry and contribute not at all.
He's not a first-round rookie.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you ain't earned the right to just be out there doing nothing. And this was one of those games where he lost the game for his team, throwing picks to linebackers that are in clear hole coverage, eyeing him the whole way.
You see that?
Of course.
That was crazy.
Like, at least, to Shady's point, let's at least get Shedeur out there and see what he can do. He might sink, he might swim, but we will never know until we see it. And also,
excuse me,
can Shedeur be that much worse than Dylan Gabriel?
that's my thing. He don't,
You know what I mean?
Yo, he don't run. I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like it's something against Shedeur bad. Like I knew it was something with Shedeur, but it's something bigger than that.
The only defense is this, Shady.
Kevin,
If you play Shedeur and Shedeur all of a sudden plays moderate, doesn't play well, does what Dylan Gabriel does, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, right? Now all of a sudden, all you're going to hear is play Shedeur, play Shedeur, play Shedeur, play Shedeur. It's almost like, what was that Pringle saying? Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Yeah.
Once you play Shedeur, cat's out the bag. There is no putting Shedeur back in the box. Once you play Shedeur,
wait. You mean you got to keep? Wait, hold up. If Shedeur goes out there and lays an egg and looks bad, you don't keep him out
but
there.
Dylan Gabriel laid an egg and looked bad. So Shedeur got to get his 3 games too. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm at the point right now where let's just see, because I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. I think Shedeur gets in there and gives the team a spark. You see how Jackson Dart looks? He gave him a spark. They're not winning games, but he got that spark to him. I think Shedeur Sanders has that same type of ability to get that spark. If it's throwing, if it's running, if it's getting the team motivated again. Like Jackson Dart got the Giants motivated again.
Yeah.
Now when we come to a game, we looking to win. Even when they're losing.
Yeah.
When I look at Dylan Gabriel, I don't see the team responding to him like that.
Yeah.
I just think that as long as I've been watching Shedeur Sanders, when I watch him, even with Jackson State, into Colorado, he gets the team motivated. He gives you that spark.
And
Kevin Stefanski, please, don't do it for me. Do it for your franchise. Do it for your fans. Your fans are tired of seeing this. Your best player had one of his best games, and you can't even taste pissed off.
I mean, do it for your best player. Myles Garrett, he said, do we have that Myles Garrett sound?
We do have
y'all
the
got to hear
Garrett
what
sound.
Myles
This is
Garrett had
crazy.
5 sacks. He broke his own record. Not
Like
5
1,
sacks
2,
on the
3, 4,
season.
Yeah.
5
He broke
sacks on the
franchise
day.
record for sacks in a game, was living in the backfield. This is what he had to say about the offense today.
Offense, go with it.
It doesn't get any easier each week you ask me. So,
How do you feel about your performance now? Does the loss diminish how you feel about your performance today at all, I guess?
I would throw the whole performance away for a win.
Wow.
Damn, you know how much you got to lose to say stuff like that? If I had 300 yards rushing and we lost, I'm going to be mad, but
I'm keeping these 200, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, look at him though. Listen, all the fans out there and the viewers, like, look at this guy, man. He's crying for help.
Yeah.
Help the brother out though.
Yeah.
Damn.
In saying that we've now had him have a 5-sack performance.
5 sacks.
And this is
bro.
my thing though. That's a generational type performance for an NFL superstar. That's a 200. That's your snow game type performance for a defensive end. And they not only did they lose the game, y'all, they got blown out. They got the doors blown off of them. Completely inexcusable. And to me, this is my other thing about the Shedeur situation. Do you want to see Shedeur playing the Kevin Stefanski-led offense right now? Do you want to see that? Do you want to see him go out there and play with an offense that can't operate with Flacco, can't operate with Dylan Gabriel, don't make adjustments week to week? what type of situation is he walking into,
better
even if he
lose.
does go, and you know that he don't like him.
But
I'm
here's
not
my-
calling special plays.
But here's my problem, though. I can't tolerate that because Shedeur did make his bed. So grab a pillow, grab a blanket, and go to sleep in it. And his bed is choosing the Cleveland Browns because the Baltimore Ravens rolled out Tyler Huntley today, and he
That's true.
outplayed Caleb Williams.
That's true.
And got a dub.
That's true.
Shedeur, you could easily have been there. Easily. Like, you should have been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be backing up Jalen Hurts and learning or whatever, but at least you'd be on a 5-win team. So, Shedeur, you better go play in Cleveland. You better go play in Cleveland.
Yeah, you better try your best. We also got the super chat, and this is a conversation I'm really dying to have, given that Myles Garrett clip. Tall up 340 sent a $10 super chat and said, "I can't feel bad for Myles. He had chances to leave. He stayed for the money. There's no way that he thought things would change." How do y'all feel? Like, do y'all sympathize with him? Wow. Okay, I mean he's making the bread, but like you're going to be a perennial loser at this point in the NFL. Yeah.
Myles Garrett sold winning for money. I respect it. His kids will never have to work another day in his life. He's one of the best businessmen currently playing in the league. I think he part owns some WNBA teams. I think he part owns the Cavs. Your kids will never have to work. You will never sniff the Super Bowl. Wow. You will sniff a playoff win with one nostril. But this is what you chose when you chose to be the highest paid defensive lineman in history, of which Micah Parsons quickly surpassed you. So hell no, I don't feel bad for him. He chose this.
As someone that chose money over winning, Shady, how do you feel about this situation?
This guy's crazy. How y'all know though? How y'all know all this though? Y'all just know so much. How y'all know? How y'all know that?
I know his team for sure.
How y'all know that the guy that's gonna change things around is on the bench not playing?
Oh, okay. So Shedeur.
Oh wow, okay.
How you know?
Okay.
How you know?
I hear you.
We never know.
I'm with you on that one. Tough though to put up a 5-sack performance and get blown out.
Also,
completely inexcusable.
Myles Garrett was lying.
I was just going to ask, do y'all believe him?
Myles Garrett
We
was
know
lying.
what Shady says.
Like,
We know
Myles
Shady
Garrett
don't
was-
believe him.
Myles
but-
Garrett is the youngest player in history to get to 110.5 sacks.
Yeah.
He's the first player I think to do it under 30, or the fastest player
He might
ever
finish
do
his
it.
career as all-time sack leader.
So like, he lying.
but
Like,
you-
he-
but
he
you know
not
what?
trading those 5-sack game for a
No,
win.
he's not.
trading.
He's definitely not.
It's one of the greatest games of his career.
It is the greatest game in his career.
Yeah.
You trade that to beat the.
You trade that to have Dylan Gabriel play a little bit
But
better
I
on
appreciate
offense.
that. I appreciate that though. This is like the same conversation I have about coach speaking, and we get on Tua about how bad he is in these press conferences, and he gets up and he just says the wrong. He said the right thing.
Yes.
Even though he was lying,
said
it was
the
the
right
right thing to say. It keeps the team morale up. He knows it.
I don't know, man.
It was the right thing to
Bro,
say.
you lose. You a star, and you lose in every game. Like you.
Shady, the equivalent of 5 sacks is probably 375 yards.
This is crazy.
and 4
bro.
touchdowns. Like the 5-sack equivalent, because 5-sack is 1/3 of a season of a great season.
Bruh.
But yo,
15 sacks is a
but
great
wait,
season.
wait,
Damn,
but
15
so
sacks is
five-
like
a great
you
season.
average 15 a year.
but he's
So
always
5 sacks is 1/3. So a great running
Bruh.
season.
You average
is
15 a year, you're a Hall of Famer.
You know what?
First
I'm
ballot.
tripping. I'm
Easily.
tripping. 5 sacks is a 500-yard game. That is a 500-yard rushing game.
500?
Yes, because
Yeah.
1,500 yards rushing is a great rushing season.
Yeah.
And 15 sacks.
That's a Hall of Fame rushing season.
Correct.
You average
So
1,500.
You
But
not
this-
giving him 5.
This is what I'm telling y'all though.
Damn,
like,
I'm not giving that up at all. That's
nah,
crazy.
but he's probably like, I don't know what milestone he's crossed because he has a lot of them, right?
Yeah, a lot
But
of
imagine some of the other ones that he's done did because he got a lot of sacks.
He lied.
so fast. So he's doing all these things, getting all this money, and at some point, it's like, man, I'm like, it don't mean nothing no more. He's numb to it.
That's fair.
Because he's always doing something really, really great, but he's always losing.
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's a Super Bowl quote though.
And the last thing is this is one thing I hate about my career. I hate it when certain running backs will be playing the playoffs or the Super Bowl and they'll be doing so well, right? And they're hyping them up. And you like, yo, I'm better than this dude. We ain't even close.
Yeah.
But he get all the attention because they winning. He might feel like that.
That's fair. That's very true.
That's-
even though the best pass rushers of this generation last 10 years haven't won nothing, which is what's crazy. TJ Watt ain't won nothing. I think he has like one playoff win.
Yeah,
Micah
Micah
Parsons to this
Parsons.
point ain't won nothing.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett ain't won nothing. Brian Burns ain't won nothing. Daniil Hunter ain't won nothing.
Yeah.
Calais Campbell played 18 years still. He ain't won nothing.
Nah.
At least he went to a Super Bowl his rookie year. So like
Yeah.
the sack leaders of this generation, oddly enough, Von Miller, shout out to him.
Vaughn
obviously
got
Vaughn
things.
won.
Yeah, Vaughn took over
where we
a
at,
game.
Carebear?
So look, moving forward, Justin Fields got to win. The
did.
Jets got to win.
I think
Come on now.
Shady, come on, Shady.
Come on.
Shady, now
Clap
you,
it up, Shady. Come
Aaron
on,
Glenn,
come on.
hold up. You got to support Aaron Glenn Black. Brother getting his first
Oh,
head
because
coach.
he's black. I love my black guy.
That's what I'm saying. He got his
Right.
first win as a
All right.
head coach.
There it is. Had to get Shady every time. We did get a super chat real quick, too. $20 super chat. This is from Dante. This was way earlier. If you still tapped in with us, Dante, we appreciate you. He said, how about it, them Jets, 1-7, baby.
There you go. 1-7, baby.
Shout out to
1-7.
Dante. If you're a Jets fan, I'm sorry to hear that, but we got your super chat.
Yeah. So look, the Jets did get it done. Miraculous comeback against the Bengals. Just fought in that fourth quarter over and over and over again. And Justin Fields had something to say at the podium after the win.
I ain't like this interview.
One sec.
Come on, man.
And we're trying to get audio. One sec.
we got audio wrong.
One sec. One sec. Try this again.
And I want y'all to be honest in the chat
still
about this
not.
interview.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, still getting. I'll read you guys what happened. He said, "I'm gonna get pretty vulnerable here this week. I found myself in my closet, crying on the ground, laying down because of the hardships. Not because of the hardships, not because of the troubles, but essentially just because of everything that he had gone through this season and whatnot. So I wanted to get you guys' opinion.
Who cares?
Hey man, he was
Let me say something
struggling.
real quick. Who cares though? I'm being serious though. This is the National Football League. A lot of players play bad, and a lot of people lose their jobs. And a lot of people go through this. Families, kids, all that. But nobody cares about that. Well, you think you gain some fans? Some you might. But the reality of this thing is it's the NFL, not for long. There's a lot of guys that, they see their career come to an end. They don't do all this crying and ask people to feel pity for them. No. And I don't like this, though. If you my quarterback, stop crying, get in the playbook, and let's win. Because the real truth is you haven't got better. People don't want to talk about that. And I tell my son this all the time. Listen, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, they always going to feel bad for you because they love you, right? But it's so many people out in the world that don't care about that. So you know what you need to do? Get to it. Play harder. Study harder. More film. Because the only person that can play better and can control that is you. I don't want to hear these interviews. You sad, and it was a tough week. I've been crying. I've been praying. I've been crying and praying. And I've been studying my Bible because I'm not playing well. Okay, pray some more and practice harder. I hate when I hear all this stuff. And y'all want to sit here and cry and y'all need some tissues? I don't need no tissue. It's the NFL, man. It's a lot of players that's going through the same thing he's going through. Now, either they're going to have interviews like him or they're going to put their boots on, their cleats on, they're going to tie them up and go to work.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
It's weird. I'm torn on this. Because I fully see where Shady's coming from. Hard part of me is this, right? Son of a pastor, all the things. Anybody who's going up there and proclaiming their faith, I'll applaud them. But to Shady's point, I'm torn because, I'm not going to sit here and just lie to y'all. Justin Fields saying, I was praying all week, asking God for a win. With all due respect, I don't know if God cares if the Jets win a football game or not. Respectfully.
Right.
So go out there, continue to work harder, continue to get better, continue to improve, continue to move forward, continue to help your team get better. I respect the vulnerability, Shady, just because maybe it'll help somebody else in life be vulnerable. I respect the authenticity. I respect Justin Fields just taking it on the chin because you weren't here during the week, but Justin Fields' owner all but said he sucked. So, you have to go out there.
Whoa, let's stop there. I didn't like that the owner said that, right? Because he's still your employee, he's working for you. You know what I mean? Be him a little more respectful.
Yeah.
But what's he supposed to say about him? If you ask me a question about how he's playing, what's he supposed to say, though? He's playing good? You get what I mean? I was in his position before, right? You telling me now I didn't have his career at all. It was actually the opposite. And I'm doing all these good things, right?
Oh, my gosh.
No, listen. I'm doing all these good things. And then it came to a point where I got older and hey, coach would say, you know what? Yeah, I know you got this and that going on. I know you was this good, not good. I know your name's LaShawn McCoy and all that. But guess what? For us, we don't want you for that. We want you to be a mentor. You get what I'm saying? How do you think I felt? Listen, and I'm being real with you. I had more. I'm crying emotions, but that's what I had to do. I had to suck it up, and get to my job. Because every time you have a good game, you want to have these emotional breaks. Man, it's the NFL we playing at, There's guys that get paid all this money, and a dude beats them out, and they don't get none of it. You don't do that.
Yeah.
And this is not. I ain't get too private about it, but Todd Gurley, right, who's a phenomenal player. And I remember we was talking about his time with the Rams and how he was so high up here, and then he had a point where they wasn't playing him. And I'm like, how did you go about it? He said, you know what I did? He said, I didn't like it, but I just, it was for the team. I did my thing. And I'm thinking about nobody even knows that side of, and I won't get into the details, but nobody knows that story. he didn't get up here and had this emotional cry out for people to feel. He ain't do all that.
Let me ask you this though, 2-5. Is your issue with the fact that he's talking about it? Because I don't know if he's looking for sympathy, right? I obviously had a career that's bad, like as bad, if you will. I wasn't irrelevant. Justin Fields was a first-round pick, but I remember Carebear when the Eagles cut me. I'm walking around my apartment complex, tears in my eyes, and I'm just playing a song on repeat. And like I would wake up every morning, and that's how I would do my daily devotion. Like, dang God, I'm over here sitting here just by myself. If anybody's ever been in Philly, there's a if you go down the Philly steps, there's an abandoned like lot with grass on it and shady. I would steal street cones and I would put them on a football field and act as though they were bags, linebacker bags. And there were pigeons on this field that I would run and I'd shoo all the pigeons away and I would do my linebacker drills on these street cones in this abandoned lot. I ain't tell nobody that, because for what? But we've all been in these positions.
Like a crackhead.
Like, but
I'll play with the pigeons and the cones in the abandoned parking lot. Yeah, I show that shit sound fun to me.
And North Philadelphia too.
But look, but I say all that to say Shady's not telling all the privacy of Todd Gurley stories. Like what Justin Fields is going through, a lot of NFL players have gone through.
Yeah,
I've been that NFL player, bro. Yeah. I've been that NFL player just crying out to God, like, "Hey, bro, like."
And that's Todd Gurley, dude. Like that's Todd Gurley.
Like so, I hear Shady, but at the same time, 2-5. If Justin Fields wants to share this, I don't think he's trying to get sympathy. I think he's just trying to share his faith.
Though.
It's
a time and place.
So what's that do? What is that doing? Maybe help me out, because I don't know. Maybe
I think it might be encouraging somebody else who's going through a hell of a hard time to say, you know what? I can cry too. I can be vulnerable too. Because you saw what Justin Fields said was like, God is faithful. God is good. First thing I'll say is God is good. I think he just now is considering like his sport, his place to evangelize his faith, which is why I'm torn. Because I'm all for that, but I'm also like, Justin, you're just playing bad. We don't need to over-spiritualize it.
Let me tell you something, man. This is the truth. A lot of guys, they throw this religion thing out here when they playing bad or they going to prison.
Oh, sure.
That's the truth. Think about when you get in trouble. God, I promise I will never do this again. I swear. Ooh, I promise. Don't. Think about it though. Girl may be pregnant. Oh God, like I don't know. Like I'm so young. I'm being serious. I'm so young in my life, right? I'm 21. I got my career ahead of me. I'm not ready for a baby. I'm not ready for a baby. Is she pregnant? I don't know. You think about all type of things. This is real. And football. God, please, I just need this next contract. Like I get all that, but dog, can we be real with each other here? You can control that the way you play, the way you study. I always tell my son this. I say, yo, whatever you put into the game of football, you will get it back.
Yeah.
That's the truth. That's the truth. So I'm not mad at him. I'm just tired of it. Because like you having an interview about what's it going to do for you? Because if you play bad, your ass is going to the bench.
Yeah. God or not.
Yeah.
God or not.
Thanks.
Yeah.
God really want to tell you, dog, I love you too. Go to the field. Go work out. Hit the training room. Get healthy. Go watch some film.
You think God would tell him to watch film?
Yo, God, listen, I love my God. I know how he talk.
Yeah, that's true.
He can't help if you don't help yourself.
Shady preaching.
You know what I'm saying?
It is Sunday.
Don't make boy.
Come on now. Come on.
Shady Sunday sermon.
Come on now.
Shady Sunday sermon.
Yo, if I didn't do so much sinning I did this weekend, I would be
there it goes.
When I was sinning, I don't want to call me out.
No comment on sinning. We've been there on this show. We have been there on this show.
Don't play with me.
Acho, they saying
I didn't be played with.
Acho, they asking if you had a shopping cart in the abandoned
Oh my
God!
Oh, they said my man looked like Bubbles from the
Oh my God!
pushing that cart around. Crazy, dog.
No,
that is crazy.
Wow.
Hey, but just imagine a 6'3", 240-pound Nigerian man in an empty, abandoned Kmart parking lot shooing pigeons away. Like that's actually we got to get some AI generated for this short.
From New Jack City.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's a true story, bro.
Wow.
Nuh-uh, bro.
I'm sure Pookie is New Jack City.
Wow. For clarity, it wasn't a parking lot.
Oh, my bad.
It was a grass lot.
Oh, okay.
It was like an abandoned field.
Oh, okay. I got
Okay, at least you was on grass.
That makes it sound a
No.
little You was
The
definitely
pigeons in Philadelphia, New York don't hang out this nice grasses. They don't do that.
Yeah.
You know where they are.
You definitely look like one of them tweakers, though, for sure. And my mom responded to a comment from JJ Willie saying, Imagine telling your homies at work it's a hard week, crying and shit, just because you suck at your job.
Your mom said that?
My mom said
Your
exactly
mom's
that.
way more gangster than you. I love your mom. That's the truth, though. Nobody want to hear this crying because you throwing picks.
Oh, that's funny. That was funny. Oh my goodness.
What else we got, Carebear? What else
we
we
have
got,
more
bro?
stuff. Speaking of Justin Fields, we got another super chat from Tall Up 340. He said Justin Fields is bad, but he's talented. I want to see more of him with an offensive coach who hangs it up, or before he hangs it up.
That's his whole career. He say that.
Becomes a valet attendant. That's crazy. Speaking of bad coaching and Justin Fields, let's talk about the Bears quarterback situation as they dropped the game to the Ravens and backup quarterback Tyler Huntley. We have this picture here. The three Spider-Mans, Mitch Trubisky, Caleb Williams, and Justin Fields, all looking at each other, all first-round quarterbacks, and all not looking the best right now. We also had this right here. Over the last 4 games, Justin Fields, 3 pass touchdowns, no picks, 63.6% completion percentage. Caleb Williams, 2 pass touchdowns, 3 interceptions, and a 60% completion percentage. Fellas, is this look? Is it time to worry about Caleb Williams, or is this just a Bears organizational issue at the quarterback position?
No. This is Caleb Williams' fault.
Wow.
It's long time to worry about Caleb Williams. If you look at Caleb Williams on the season, I believe he has 7 passing touchdowns on the season.
Yeah.
He's missing wide open receivers. If y'all go back and rewatch the game, DJ Moore is sitting wide open in the back of the end zone, and Caleb Williams just can't find him. Ben Johnson's irate on the sideline trying to figure out what the hell are we doing here. Remember, Ben Johnson helped turn Jared Goff into a perennial Pro Bowl attender. This is no longer a Bears issue. This is now a Caleb Williams issue. I mean, we're sitting at the season with, 9 touchdowns and 4 interceptions.
That don't count. Four of them were against the Cowboys. It don't. Cowboys. Hey, stats against the Cowboys shouldn't count. We stink.
That don't count. So, like, if you really look at what Caleb has done this year, it's unimpressive.
Yeah.
And when is it going to change, bro? Adunze has taken the next step. DJ Moore already took the next step. DeAndre Swift is nice. We've been on that since he was in Philly. Hell, Detroit. Yeah. So at this point, I'm long worried about Caleb Williams, bro. Our last 4 games, we got 2 passing touchdowns. In the previous 4 games combined, it's the NFL, bro. So yeah, I'm worried about Caleb, bro. And if I'm being honest, Shady, like if Caleb can't cook with Ben Johnson versus a Ravens defense that's been bad all year, if Caleb can't cook with Ben Johnson versus Saints defense, then when can Caleb cook, bro?
Well, I told you they weren't going to the playoffs. You thought I was crazy.
True, but you told me you weren't going to judge Caleb until the second year. It's his second year, bro. Get to judging.
Wow. Throwing the judgment on him. Judge his ass.
That was funny, though, judging.
That was good. I mean, what's your thoughts, 2-5? You don't judge rookies. He ain't a rookie no more, bro.
What's your question?
Caleb Williams, you worried?
Is he holding them back?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's the weaker part of the offense. Solid wide receivers. Got solid offensive line, got a really good running back. Yeah, I mean, he's got to play better. But I will say this though, they're winning football games, so yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't keep doing this with him. Yeah, he got to play better. Yo. He got to play better. He got to play better. It's simple as that. He got to play better.
I truly can't believe how bad it still is.
Why don't judge him like that? I feel bad for him.
I don't know. Yeah, you like Caleb. I can't believe how bad it still is because, bro, this division is almost for the taking a little bit.
Yes, it is.
You know what I mean? Like, this division is the Lions were trying to figure it out with the new coordinators.
Shaky.
They were a little shaky.
The Packers are shaky.
The Packers are shaky.
And your schedule sets you up.
Schedule is favorable.
And you ruin it.
Vikings are bad. Like, this division was for the taking. And then the NFC.
And you get smacked by the Ravens with a backup quarterback and injuries on the defensive side of the ball. No, it doesn't.
And then how long?
They're not. I'll be honest. It doesn't, and I hate to say this about Caleb because I genuinely think he's superbly talented, and I think Ben Johnson was supposed to be the guy to unlock all of that. I don't know if you can believe in him moving forward as a guy to take you to division success in that division with Jordan Love and Jared Goff and the teams that they have over there. You have to be able to beat the Ravens.
Well, here's the other thing, bro. Almost every quarterback from that class has at least shown us it for a while. Outside of J.J. McCarthy, he ain't played.
Yeah.
Drake May has shown us it this year. Jaden Daniels, he showed us it. You know what I mean?
Drake May is nice.
We still waiting to see it.
Yeah.
And you started from week 1. So, like, the other quarterbacks from that class have at least given us, like, a period of 3 to 4 games where we're like, oh, even Michael Penix has given us a 3 to 4 game period at some point, I think earlier on in the season, a 3 to 4 game period, we're like, oh, you know what? You shown us something. But Caleb, bro, we still waiting, G.
Yeah.
Why you laughing, 2-5?
just think it's tough because he's tooly. Then that's Justin Fields, a lot of tools.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, a lot of tools. But when you're inaccurate in the short and intermediate,
Yeah, I don't think you read.
you can't win with you. That was the concern coming out of USC though as well. You talk about everyone being good in college. Caleb won a Heisman Trophy, but then the next season it looked like he regressed.
Yeah.
Was holding that ball, patting that ball, not being able to get through his reads and whatnot. And now I think you're starting to see that at the NFL level as well. It's not, and it sucks because I literally thought this was not going to be a problem this in year 2, especially now with a good offensive minded head coach.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest. Ben Johnson,
He ain't gonna wait long.
do you think Ben Johnson's tying his coaching reputation and offensive reputation to Caleb Williams if he keep playing like that?
So you think that quarterback?
Well, here's what I noticed. Hey, that's a great question.
He won't be there
I
long?
think Ben Johnson will probably draft a quarterback in like rounds 4 to 6, or go get him a Mac Jones type. Because
Yeah.
Ben Johnson probably just wants to play on time.
Mm-hmm.
Ben Johnson don't want to do all the running around, backpedaling, sprinting left, sprinting right. Like Ben just wants a Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Because Ben knows how to do all the trickeration. I don't need my quarterback to do it.
I'll do it for you.
Oh, thank you, Shady. That's it. Like Ben is saying,
How they do
I
it
can
to
do that for you.
How they do it to
Correct.
Yeah.
How they do it? Like if you got these quarterbacks that are solid, the Matt Joneses, the Brock Purdy's, like Ben Johnson's like, I can run the flea flickers. I can run the hook and ladders. I can run the fake flea flickers. I can do all the trick stuff for you. I just want a quarterback who can play on time. Ben Johnson, I'm sure, will gladly take a Sam Darnold type, take a Mac Jones type, take just a good play on time rhythm type quarterback. Hey, keep all the tools, Caleb. Give me the one tool that's intelligence. I'll do the rest.
Yeah, Caleb had a lot of confidence, but it hasn't really showed up on the field. Now let's talk about a quarterback that wasn't showing very much confidence, but he was playing on time this Sunday against the Falcons. Tua Tagovailoa had 4 touchdowns against the number 1 rated passing defense in the NFL. Falcons might be a little overrated, but still, Tua went out there, 4 touchdowns today, just like Jalen Hurts, and less than 200 yards. Really impressive performance, apparently. Do we owe Tua an apology, though?
No, but real quick, he had 1 hour or something?
Yeah, he got sick last night. I don't know what he was on.
Yeah.
Left eye shut.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I always say this, man. Good players can have a bad game, and bad players can have a good game. Bad player had a good game. What are we talking about?
A bad player?
I don't think Tua's good. You think he's good?
He's a solid player.
I don't know what you define as solid, so I'm gonna ask you: is he good or bad? Or it's like the medium.
He's not bad. He's for sure not bad. You know what I mean? Like bad is
This season, he been bad.
yeah, true. This season been bad.
So what do we thank you? Because I'm trying to. What's he about
Yeah.
to say? Because he likes him. So go ahead.
I mean, I've been honest about Tua. As critical as we've been when he's been bad, I got to show him love when he's been good. Hell no, we don't owe him an apology.
Yeah.
He'll get an apology after he strings 3 to 4 or 5 games of these together in a row. So hell no, we don't owe him an apology, to Shady's point. But I will say this. If Tua is protected and if he can play on time, he can play well. The problem is in the National Football League, you won't always be protected.
Thank you.
In the National Football League, you can't always play on time. In the National Football League, you got to play off times at times. So this game, the Falcons got no pass rush.
Yeah.
Falcons got no pressure. Falcons couldn't hold on to the ball and get their offense going, so they had no time of possession, and Tua cooked. He dominated. He absolutely dismantled the Falcons. But the other good part is we didn't hear him at the podium.
Not yet.
Tua's podium speech has done more than his play this season.
Do you think he has a good week on the podium?
Yeah.
You think so?
But here's why, bruh. And I heard this before. Nobody cares what you're doing till you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Let that sink in for a moment.
That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
very
Like
true.
nobody cares what you're doing until you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But when Tua not winning, now all of a sudden, stop talking. When Tua not winning, stop comparing yourself to Josh Allen. Stop saying you're too short. But Tua throws for 4 touchdowns, no picks. He can go to the podium and say,
I'd
what?
make the
But
argument-
real quick. I think when guys either are not playing well, right, or they're not good, right, they try to manipulate the people and they give him this crazy stuff at the podium. Just think about all the quarterbacks that do it, right? You took Tua, who else? The Kyler Murrays of the world. He started telling him how good his career was in college and high school. I was like, oh, where we going with this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to sell you, Justin Fields, I'm trying to sell you something. Right? Because think, who does all that at the podium? I'm trying to sell you something, though. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
I ain't buying it. I know who you are.
You was going to say something.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was going to say, I'd make the argument that he's supposed to look like ass because that's what he's looking like all season. But
Wait, what,
I mean,
what
I
happened
hear
to his
you.
eye?
He apparently got sick or something. It was like swollen up. Yeah,
Don't ask the streets what happened.
Tootsies.
Yeah, that's called in college we call that quack back.
Oh wow.
He was sinning like what Shady do on the weekends and was
Whoa,
eating
whoa,
that
whoa,
duck.
whoa,
and
whatever
caught-
it was, he got his head right.
and caught that quack
Now
back.
remember, Two's a married man.
He's
So
a married man. I ain't
man.
put that on him. You putting he's married, dog.
Oh, he is.
And secondly, you know
I
what I
didn't
do on
know
the
that.
weekend.
Now you married too, man. Look at you.
Yeah, I'm married.
You
Yeah,
you stupid
Yo,
the new
that's
laws,
wild.
man.
That's why.
Yeah, that was,
Come on,
know
man.
what?
That was a Shady violation.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look,
Hey,
I
bartender, you got to drink to that.
Hey, yeah,
I
come
drink
on.
to that.
You got to
We
drink
gotta
to that.
get a drink.
Wait,
I
what
wouldn't.
do?
I wasn't privy to the man's merital affairs. That's my bad.
We gonna get to these drinks
in it, though?
to go because we're about to get up out of here. But we do have a $20 super chat from Trail. We know
Trail.
Trail.
What up,
Trail,
Trail?
winner of the $1,000
Thank you,
giveaway. He asked a question. Poor Quay. I want to give him the opportunity to get this out. He asked, "Is there anyone that the Titans can pick in the draft that will make our team better? Because we will definitely have the number 1 pick.
It's over with.
Anyone,
Yo, he loved the Titans, though.
Yeah,
I feel
that's
so
tough.
bad for him.
Tried and true.
literally anyone.
Yo,
anyone.
you know what? He should pray.
Who that?
Because Justin Fields prayed.
Tua?
No. Trail.
Yeah.
Big.
Trail.
That's about the only thing.
Maybe get that eye a little swollen. Maybe do a little prayer. Maybe I don't know.
It's nothing you can do for the Titans. They're a bad place. They're a bad
Terrible.
team. Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
no.
come on.
Everybody looked washed in your jersey too. That's a tough problem. You know, DeAndre Hopkins went there. It was like, wow, you look terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's called the Jerry Sneed went there. It was like, wow, you look
You look
washed.
terrible.
Yeah. You did
Tony
this.
Pollard went there and like.
Yeah. DeMarco Murray. Like
Yeah.
this
Yo,
has just been a
and
Titans
you know
thing.
what's
It's
crazy?
a talent graveyard.
You ever have like again, like man, I really want to bet on this game, but it might be one of them like setup games. I don't see no setup games for the Titans. They're just
they're just a bad team.
Like they don't want to win.
That's a good point, though. I didn't think about that. Everybody looks washed in a Titans jersey.
Everybody looks washed in the Titans jersey.
The swaggiest players go to a Titans jersey and just like
Yeah, nah, you don't have nothing. Like, nah, it's tough.
AJ Brown low key looked bad in the Titans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He looked way better now in the Eagles jersey.
Yeah,
AJ Brown had no aura before coming
None.
to Philly.
We talking about the Titans still?
Yeah,
Are
I
the,
know.
Ti-
Yeah.
are the Titans a here damn franchise? Like that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
They might be.
They just like
right.
you
You-
damn.
you-
You still go to Tennessee. Shit, here, damn.
You
wanna
trying
stay in the league? Here, damn.
Nah, real talk though. Like having like Titan topics is crazy though.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a topic. We weren't gonna talk about them at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Trail,
it's
next time
also-
you super chat, bro, give us something else.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Trail, and good night.
Yeah.
Talking
I'm
about
sorry.
Titans.
I'm sorry, Trey.
Good night.
Unfortunately, Trey, we are still not going to be able to talk about your Colts. We have reached last call.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
eventually we will
crazy.
talk
The
about
disrespect
the
is crazy.
team with the best record in the NFL,
We
the
will get
Indianapolis
there
Colts.
tomorrow.
We will talk about that.
Hey, who plays
Probably
tomorrow?
Tomorrow on Monday Night Football, we got the Chiefs taking. Oh no, it's a game.
game.
We got
It's a
the
game.
Chiefs, I believe, taking on the Washington Commanders. Well, it's not really a game. We got Marcus Mariota trying to fight for his life against the Kansas City Chiefs. Should be a good game. We'll be
he
right back
pretty
here
bad too,
tomorrow. Yeah, nah, it is what it is. That was another one of my heroes in college. But
Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in.
appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank you guys for dropping all your super chats and showing us some love. We'll be right back here tomorrow night after the game around 8:15 p.m. Pacific, around 11:15 p.m. Eastern is right when we're gonna
He
go
need
live.
better players to like.
And
Why
look-
you like all the bad players?
Look, man, I like college. I'm a big fan of college. A lot of college dudes are ass. I ain't hear about you in college, but man, you're amazing in the pros. Probably because Pitt was not that good. But anyway, we're going to get out of here. For Carebear Kieran behind this bar, for LaShawn Shady McCoy, for Emmanuel Acho, Social Trey back in the building, newly married, and everyone out there in the back. Make some noise in the back. Hit that like button, hit that bell button to be notified when we're going live, and hit the
Reset,
subscribe
51
button as
tonight.
well. We'll see you guys next time right here in the Speakeasy.
Peace.